Hello, my name is Leo and welcome to another day of LSD, the Dream Emulator. Indeed. Alright, let's get started with today's dream. I realized that I was going to start talking too early for the recording. So, you might have noticed in the last few videos, instead of it going, hello, my name is Leo, it's like, my name is Leo or something. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a video of like a smokestack, some kind of industrial area. Very fucking smoky, dude. Jeez, that's kind of gross. Where is that? Who knows, dude? On the bus ride from Osaka to where I live, we go along the the edge of the sea. And there's like all of these like oil rig and industrial areas. And yeah, it's just like tons and tons and tons of like pipes and stuff. Very reminiscent of oh god, where's my phone? Of like the some of the struts in oh god, Phantom Pain. You know what, it always freaked me out. I think it was just for appearance, maybe. Because I remember like a lot of the struts in Mother Base and the Phantom Pain were basically just like oil rigs and big pipes and stuff. I was like, but why? We don't need that. What's the point? Well, I think it was actually for appearance. So if someone's taking satellite photos of us, we can say, oh yeah, no, it's just an oil rig, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, don't mind that, what? Don't mind that, like, facility over there with the giant radar. Oh, don't mind that. Or don't mind, what are the other ones? There's the big-ass radar, yeah. To be fair, that can be closed off and sealed. Yeah, it's true. There's the medical facility, which is fine. And that little cage, open-air cage thing for, quiet. Yeah, whatever. What are the other areas? I'm trying to think what the combat thing was. There wasn't a combat thing. You sure? Yeah, no, there was a combat thing. But it was just it was just nothing. Yeah, then there was the supply area. There was the thing with the underground plant thing. Yeah, it was just a lot of nothing. It's like, how many people did I have at the end of that game? What's the maximum amount of people you can have in that game? I haven't played that game for ages. I should pop that back in again. Just to see if they've allowed for another, god damn it, Mother Base strut thing. Because, like, when I stopped playing that, I stopped playing it. And I haven't played it since then. But I played that for the longest time. I stuck with that game for way longer than I should have. Anyway. Yeah, right. So, let's talk about my dream last night. Yeah. Well, actually, before we do that, a couple of announcements. I did mention this yesterday, but today, starting from today, you're going to be able to see some new videos of recently, December, when I went back to Australia. I hung out with good friends Ivo and Jack. And they recorded me playing some games. Today, I think you're going to get to watch us play Crawl together, which is a lot of fun. It's really a hard game for me to play. I remember I did the first 15 minutes of it before. Yeah, I did. And it was like really hard to play against the computer, because the computer knows exactly what the hell it's doing. Against people, it's a little bit better, although I think Jack knew a bit more of what he was doing in that game than I did. Still, it was a lot of fun. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll play some Duck Game, which is a game that Avo gave me for Christmas like 2 years ago, but I haven't played it because I wanted to play it with them, and we were never able to like do it over like online because our schedules were always all fucked up. So we're going to play a bit of that. What else? What else? Thursday, we're playing a game called Nine Parchments, which is like a Magic-esque, like a, what do you call it? A dungeon crawler? Sure. Action RPG? Yeah. And then on Friday, I'm gonna play some Neo. Yeah, Leo plays Neo. Jack made that. Jack invented that. Leo plays Neo, yeah. Although the title of the video is actually Leo and Friends Play Neo, but there's whatever. Yeah, in other news, yesterday I played a bunch more VR because I was feeling a lot better. I am feeling a lot better. Played a bunch of VR and I'm in the process of trying to get those put onto YouTube. Hopefully they'll all be able to go up there alright. And then a couple of recordings like just randomly cut out for some reason. I don't know why. It's weird, but whatever. Also, I found out, I did mention this yesterday, but I found out a really interesting thing that my HPCP can do. So, the PlayStation 4 by default has, I forgot what it's called. It's called HCP. You know, the HTML detection thing? Protection turned on, so that I can't use it through my HPCP. But then they patched it so you can turn that off, and I've turned that off, obviously. But certain programs, like YouTube, for example, don't let you use it without turning HCP or whatever the fuck it's called on. So, but if I do that, then I can't actually watch it through my HPCP. So I'd have to unplug it and plug it directly into my TV or whatever, which I can't be bothered. I just watch it on my PlayStation 3. Because why would I bother? Yeah, because they're both hooked up at the same time, so. But I found out that my HPCP can actually bypass HCP detection. So if I've got my PlayStation 4 set to have HCP on, I can like hold down the record button on my HPCP Rocket, and it'll like flash, and then I can basically watch HCP. So I can actually watch YouTube through my PS4 now without actually like unplugging cables. Which I haven't done because I can't be bothered. But it also means I can do a bunch. There's a couple of games and other apps on there that require that to be on. The trouble is, I can't record. In that mode, it's kind of annoying because you'd think if it would let me do that, it would just straight up just let me record. Just cheat the fucking system. But no, it shuts down the recording ability. So I can't record either standalone, or I can't stream, or I can't record on the computer either. Using the program, which kind of sucks. So I still can't show you those apps, but I did try them out. And I tried them out all yesterday, after Elftastic left. A bunch of them are basically like YouTube, like video apps. One of them that's called, I think it's called 360 VR, which is like the first one, because obviously 3. I think it's a Japanese program, and you load it up, and there's 3, like in the VR, there's 3 things, right? On the left side is the newest videos, of which there are 2 columns of videos, and there's like a total of 6 that you can see at that moment. There's the middle section, which is a featured, which is one single image, and a bunch of like about 10 dots underneath it that cycle through to other featured videos. You know, like you see on a lot of websites where they have like a featured thing. And then the right one is the most voted ones, which is a vertical list, showing about 5 or something on the screen at the time. Right, so the middle one, and I watched some videos on this thing. The middle one was this Christmas light illumination installation in Fukuoka Castle in Japan with these weird glowing egg things. And I looked at it for a while. I was like, okay, this is kind of boring, and I stopped. It's basically just videos, right? It's just like 360 videos. Although, oddly enough, about 90% of the content on that thing is not actually 360-degree videos. Like, most of them are basically like, not even 180. It's like a curved IMAX screen. Essentially. It's not even 360. Not that I really want to turn around and look behind me when I'm sitting on a chair, but, you know. Don't say it's 360 when it's not. Anyway, so there's that, right? But this is the first thing when you see when you open up the application, right? Is the image of that Fukuoka Castle Light emulation thing. And on the left and right, which is the newest videos and top videos respectively, it's all girls. Like, how do you say gravure? Like videos? Like softcore porn videos? You know, you know the videos in Yakuza 0, the ones you love so much? That you see on the video? So, basically those videos. Like, right on the main screen. There's no 18 plus warning or anything on this thing. It's just, boom, there it is. There's the newest ones. There's the top voted ones. Obviously, they're the top voted ones. And I watched a couple of them, and they really creep. They're better and worse than the Yakuza videos. They're better in the fact that it's more immersive, but you're like right up in her face. It's really creepy. It's just a girl like in her apartment. It really feels like they're YouTubers. Because, like, unlike the ones in Yakuza, which is just, like, a girl smiling and posing and there's music playing, right? She doesn't actually talk. These ones, she's, like, sitting there talking. It's like, hi, how are you? Oh, this is my first time doing VR. Like, in Japanese, obviously. And it's like, it really detracts from the content that you're supposed to be watching. Not that I really want to watch that stuff. I just wanted to see what it was all about. And I only watched it for, like, 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, I need to stop this. This is fucking gross. But they probably make a bit of money. But they're basically just YouTubers. You know the girls on YouTube and Twitch that don't actually really do anything. They might have a topic to talk about, or they might be playing video games, but people don't watch them for that. People watch them because they have low-cut tops and they're very beautiful. It's basically that. It's essentially that. So that's really great. Some of the other well, this program had it as well, but some of the other programs also had a lot of like cool documentaries. They're only like 4 minutes long, and there's like trailers of movies and stuff. But you can like watch like documentaries or like little virtual tours of like Paris and London and stuff. And it's kind of cool. Unfortunately, none of them are like night sky. There's like the solar eclipse that happened last year. That was fun to watch. You can just basically watch the solar eclipse. But there's no like night sky ones, which is what I really want because that's what the wife wants. She wants to like go to a planetarium type thing. But I haven't really found one. I found one that's like the Aurora Borealis, which is nice, but still not. The stars are there, but it's not. That's not the main focal point. It's the Aurora Borealis, but whatever. Anything else? Yeah, there's like a little cinema mode in one of them. I think it was 360 video, where you're basically literally sitting in a giant, empty, virtual cinema. Pretty much sitting center in the optimal position to look at a screen. But as far as I can tell, you can't actually like watch movies on it. It has like trailers. I watched a trailer for like Ghost of the Shell and some other movie. But it's just trailers. I want to actually watch a movie. Like, I'm probably not going to buy it, but I just would like to know if it's possible. But who knows? The other actual game that I played that's got HPCP blocking on it it's not really a game. It's the Resident Evil Vendetta, which is like like one of those Resident Evil CG movies. Experience where you are a zombie, and you're like walking through New York, and you look at you're stumbling, and then you look at the window of a taxi cab, and you see your face. You turn into a zombie, and the next thing you know, you're going up an elevator, and you come out of the elevator, and you're like running down a corridor with a bunch of other zombies towards what I believe to be Chris Redfield and Leon Kennedy. And then Kennedy pops you in the face. And they say, oh, we're going to go get Claire, she's running out of time. And then I don't think it's Nemesis, but this big BOW comes out with like a big cage thing on his hand. I don't know if that's Hunk. I'm not too familiar with Resident Evil, to be honest with you. But he comes out, and then that's the end. Very short, but still. I also watched, yesterday, Eltos, you might remember, we watched a little animation experience thing called Invasion, with the little white bunny and the aliens that came. So at the end of that, there was a thing. They will return. The aliens will return in asteroids. And a couple of those video things actually had the asteroids video there, which I didn't watch. So they also had Invasion, which I watched Invasion again in this video format, and it's really, really bad quality. Like, much worse than the quality of just doing it in VR. They also had, like, these, like, Pop Idol music videos that I watched. And the music's nice, and I guess the animation's okay, but it looks terrible. It looks terrible. Because it's like a video, and it's a really shitty video at that. They're really pixelated in, like, the worst way possible. It's pixelated not in, like, pixels. It's pixelated in, like, bad, what's the word? Bitrate? You know, when you're, like, a lot of my videos are just like that. Like, the bit, I usually record at, like, 3000 bitrate, which isn't a lot. It's decent. But, like, when there's, like, a lot of action, you really see, like, the image get all, like, weird. Yeah, it's like that. But it was, like, the whole thing, because the whole thing's motion. It's terrible. But, yeah, unfortunately, I can't show you any of that stuff. Because, yeah, I can't do it through the park, and obviously, PlayStation won't let you, because that's the whole reason why it forces you to use HPCP. Yeah. But, hopefully next week we'll be able to play some more VR games. I got tons of them, man. I got tons of demos. Holy shit, man. So we'll go through them very slowly. I didn't actually play any on stream, since Elftastic left, by the way. In case you're wondering, I just looked at all those video things, and then I kind of got bored, and I just turned it off. And I started getting sick, so I turned it off. And it was like 1 o'clock at that point anyway, so I was like tired. I went to bed. Let's talk about my dream last night, because I had a weird one. There was another bit to this dream that I kind of forgot, but it was kind of like in like a big auditorium. And maybe there were auditions going on, or something like that. I don't really remember very well. But that's not the main part I want to talk about. The main part I want to talk about is this dream that I had, where I'm with what I think is like a friend of mine, like a partner. And we're trying to progress through like an area. And it turns into like a horror stealth game. And, yeah, along the way, these scary, like, Dark Souls, Bloodborne-esque monsters appear. They're, like, tall, like, lanky, thin, pale-skinned, kind of, like, skull-faced, wraith-looking things. I say they're tall, but they don't actually stand up. They're usually like sitting down or like hunched over. I remember one area where we were progressing through and we had to like walk underneath one, and he was like sitting up on a ledge, and like underneath was like his blind spot. And you basically had to progress by going like through the shadows and staying out of their line of sight. Because if they saw you, they'd come and get you with their big arms. Big long like Slenderman arms. Very scary. Anyway, so yeah, I'm with a partner who seems to be my friend, and we're trying to work our way through this. So we're staying in the shadows, and there's also zombies, I forgot to mention. There's like zombie dudes that see you, and when they see you, they like chase after you. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Metal Gear Survive, of what I played of that. But I killed a couple of zombies. But we're going through the zombies, and the zombies sometimes notice us and start following us into like dark rooms and little alcoves and stuff. But I'm getting a bit greedy with my progression, so I'm not doing it slowly, I'm not taking my time, and I'm just trying to get through the thing as quickly as possible. So we end up getting caught a bunch of times. And the friend gets, like, pissed off and runs away. remember one time, zombies were chasing us, and we go into, like, a room, which is like a bedroom or like a bathroom, and I'm, like, hiding behind a wall, waiting for him to come in so I can, like, bat him on the head with, like, a cricket bat or, like, a baseball bat or something. The zombie, I mean, not my friend. But anyway, my friend leaves, so I'm trying to finish the thing by myself. But one of the big guys sees me, and he starts chasing me, and I'm not really looking for cover, I'm just trying to get away from him. I'm just trying to, like, brute force my way through this game. But he's fast, and he catches up to me, and his head, like, turns into, like, a hole, there's, like, a black hole appears inside of his head, and it, like, opens up into, like, this weird black portal thing, and it opens up, and it opens up wide, and then it, like, sucks me into it, and then I die. And then that was the end of the dream. Now, the reason why I think I remember that dream so vividly, unlike the auditorium one, all the previous ones we've had so far, is that I died in the dream, and then I immediately woke up. And I think I've mentioned this before, and I'm not an expert on dreams or anything, but from what I've heard, the reason why we remember dreams is because, I might have said this before, but the reason why we usually remember dreams is because we wake up in the middle of the dream, and our brain hasn't finished, like when we finish a dream in completion, our brain sort of puts it away, maybe like kind of deletes the memory of it because we don't need it. It was just for that experience, just to have fun. And now you don't need it anymore, so I'm just going to delete this useless information. Kind of like how the BBC used to delete episodes of Doctor Who. Yeah, kind of like that. But if you wake up, your brain hasn't finished deleting the information, so it's still in your memory. At least I believe that's how it is. Alright, well that was a short-ass dream. I mean, the game I mean. But we talked about my real dreams, and I'll tell you a bit more about my channel. Alright, I wonder if this LSD wiki actually has information on that dream that we just had. It might, but I don't know why you'd bother. Oh, there's the sheep dream. Yeah. Doesn't seem to have the dream in here, really? Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, yeah. When we come back, we'll play some more LSD tomorrow. But for now, my name is Leo, and I'll see you next time.